Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Vintage Story Skalds of Vintara. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing awesome. So I am out here just a little bit away from our starter base collecting oak. And that is because I want to get started on our starter base, or maybe a shop. I don't know for sure which one I'm going to do. But we need oak wood. And because of that, yeah, we've been kind of planting and harvesting these trees here that Apache and I collected the saplings for in the last episode. And, well, I guess actually it wasn't even the last episode. It was the previous one before that. So, yes. But, yeah, Apache has been working with these, and I figured, you know, as long as I am needing oak as well, I might as well be working on harvesting some of it as well. So right now I am trying to get as many saplings as I possibly can so that we can replant these a little bit further out and away from everything, because right now I'm a little concerned about how close we are to some people's builds here. So yeah, I want to be a little careful with that. So yeah, I am going to continue collecting these basically until, well, I'm going to get all of these cut down. I will replant a few of them for Apache, but the majority of it is going to end up out in the open plain out here to the side. So, yep, I will get all this collected. See you guys in a little bit. So the tools walked off again. Thankfully this time I knew it was Apache and he was online. But I think that shows that we need to make a lot more tools here for the community room. So I am going to make a couple more molds, most notably the hammer and the pickaxe, maybe another sword. But that also says that we are probably going to want to get a blacksmith set up, and I know that Apache had talked about wanting to do that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just get something set up right away, because also we're going to need a place to have all of our copper. So I don't know. May have to talk with the other people on the server, see what we want to do with that. But for now, I guess the solution is just to make more tools. So yeah, that also means we're gonna have to head out and collect more copper, and because of that I have a whole bunch of charcoal being made out back. And you know, when I think about it, I should probably go and double check on that, and I always forget we have a secondary exit here. So, did this get going? I don't see any particles. That actually is a little bit concerning. Get the torch off of the bar. I see no smoke particles. Did it just burn all of my charcoal? Or my firewood? I would be very unhappy if that happened. Well, since Apache just left the game, I am going to go ahead and sleep. Get rid of this night. And, oh, this could be very bad. I did not stick around to see because it was nighttime. Oh, that would be a lot of wood if that was the case. I don't know why it wouldn't have done it correctly. And I know that it hasn't been long enough for it to finished. Oh, I know what's going on there. The fire pit has to be on top of... Yes. Alright, well, at least it didn't burn the firewood. But we need the fire pit to be on top of the... Hey, get out of here. on top of the stacks of firewood. That makes more sense. Alright. Well, thank God it wasn't something else. So, can we please get flax? No. Well, we got a bit more food in here, and I need to get that fire pit going again, so a little bit of wood here, grab some dry grass, or wood, dirt. I knew what I meant. If only I would say what I mean. Okay, let's get a new fire pit set up here, because obviously I still have not figured out how to make charcoal. And by the way, we have gotten the server updated so that we are now running in version 1.12.8. So the first episode, even though we were a little ways into 1.12.8, we had to play in 1.12.6. But that has been corrected now, and that makes me very happy that that is fixed. So everybody else on the server should be pretty happy. I know there's already been a couple of comments on being happy about it. So yeah, I'm just going to stick around here for a little bit, make sure that this charcoal starts burning correctly, which it should. And then while I'm waiting for that, I will probably go out and get a whole bunch more copper. Because, yeah, we do have a lot of copper, but we're still going to run out of it very fast. So we have a little bit out here. Oh, shell rock chest, yep, that's right. And then we have several copper deposits going down this way. A lot of blue clay around. Got a lot of that. We have some, peat chests. That one can go away. Let's go ahead and delete that one. And then we have a whole bunch of, what are you? Okay, there we go. Peat. Terra Preta, you are gone, so let's delete you. More peat. More peat. Yeah. Peat and repeat, So a whole bunch of it. And there we go. We have smoke particles rising out of the entire fire pit. So, yep, I am going to get out and get some more copper. And I will see you guys after a little bit. Well, all I can say is that had better be enough copper stuff. So we have 5 pickaxe heads, 3 axe heads, 3 sword blades, 4 hammer heads, and then 10 ingots. So, yes, that has taken a lot of stuff to get put together. I also went out and got a whole bunch more copper, and I was able to get almost all of it broken up, but the hammer that we had broke. Now, it does take it takes 4 stacks minus 12 to make this much stuff. So that top row there, 3 stacks of 128 plus 116. And that will make 25 ingots worth of stuff. And yeah, we have 15 tool heads here. And I may make another batch of this in just a little bit, because we did get a whole bunch of charcoal. So yes, we look here. I used a fair portion to melt down that first batch, but we still have 3 stacks plus a little. So yes, that is great. And with these better tools, hopefully we'll be able to get a little further. But also, I'm probably going to hide a couple of hammers, because I gotta make sure that I have hammers, or else we're starting from ground zero. So yeah, actually the hammerheads look like they are hardened now. So everything should be hardening up. And basically what I will plan on doing is setting a bunch of this stuff out. And, we can maybe barter some things off on it. Because I have collected all of the copper and done all of the wood collection for the charcoal and everything else like that. So yeah, there's a lot of work involved in all of this. And I mean, just look at all of those tool heads. Oh my god, that is so much stuff. Alright, well, I suppose I am going to start getting this all put together, and I'm probably going to start getting some clay turned into shingles, because I am going to want some clay shingles for all of this. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff here now. Yes, sticks, yeah, not a problem. Sticks are definitely not a problem now, because with our shears we are getting tons and tons of sticks. So yeah, like I say, I'm probably gonna hide a couple of these hammers, because I just can't have them go missing all the time. So yep, I am gonna get a few more things taken care of here, and then I will be back. So there has been a lot of stuff going on the server, and I got to thinking, I think it's time that we make our first shop. And in order to do that, we are going to need to pop down here. Oh, there is a kepok tree there. But we are going to need to pop down in here, and my hope is that this tin is still here. And oh, yep, here's those guys. Gotta always figure on those guys being around here. Oh geez, there's lots of them. But my hope is that the tin is still here, because I would like to get a bronze pickaxe. So, of course, in order to do that, we are in need of at least tin to mix with our copper. So I think the tin is actually down this way. No? Where on earth is this? Oh, come on. Looks like down here and this way, maybe? Yes, jump down there. Good job. Okay, so this is the funky water. Okay, I know where we need to go. We need to go down in with these guys. Alright, so the tin should be somewhere right around here. Yes, there it is. Alright, so this is medium tin and andesite. That is perfect. So we are going to gather up as much of this as we can. Get rid of these annoying drifter butts, because they are really annoying. And I don't know what's been going on. My frame rate's been a little bit choppy. I did have to lower my shadows in order to get a decent frame rate. So I'm wondering if the number of trees is causing a little bit of an issue. But yeah, I'll try to figure that out as time goes on. But this should give us enough tin to make a pickaxe or two. And then we can finally get on to what I would like to do, which is make a glass shop. So I know that Apache does not know how to make glass, and Ashanti and Copy Girl have been on doing some work on their base, and the town hall kind of needs some windows too. So I'm thinking we're gonna get the first shop set up here, and hopefully we can figure out a good way to have payment for that. So yep, I will get this all gathered up, and I will meet you guys back at the base. So there was more than a little bit of tin down there. We got a stack plus one, which is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and smash this up. We'll get 2 nuggets out of each one, and that is absolutely amazing, because that is 130 nuggets. So each one of these is good for 5 units, and we need 10 units for each ingot of tin bronze. So that means that we can make, what, like 65 ingots of tin bronze? Yeah, that's a little bit of tin. So that is very nice, and I am hungry. Yeah, so yes, lots of drifters down there though, and that was not exactly a fun situation. And yeah, But anyway, look at it. I am going to start looking at building up this shop. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. So I need to go out and do a little scouting, figure out what my plan is going to be. I think I'd kind of like it to be somewhere just right outside of the town hall here. So yeah, let me do some thinking. I think I'm also going to cut down all of those oak trees over there because that is a little something that we need. And someone made off with a whole bunch of my tools, including one of my axes. Or did I take that? I may have taken that. I don't know. I don't think that I did. But we have a whole bunch of stone axes here too, so that's not that big of a deal. Alright, well, let me go cut some trees down and I'll figure out where we're going to build this thing. Wow. Okay, I just killed this drifter and I got a temporal gear. I don't know if anyone else has gotten any yet, but that is my first, that is for sure. But yes, we obviously have a bunch of stuff going on here. Apache has been busy building his house and his storage room. Shantine and Copy Girl have been busy working on their base up on top of this hill. And I think I am going to get started on my first shop. Now I think I'm going to put it right here. Seems like a pretty good spot. And we are going to try to make a shop that will work for selling glass and lanterns, maybe candles, which means we are going to have to get some bees here pretty soon too. But we're going to do a build very similar to some of them that I've done. We're going to have a lot of oak logs, but we are going to be using andesite cobble, and I think that's going to look really nice because the andesite has a very nice bluish gray color to it, and I really like it. Now we do have, I had to pull all of my stuff out of the town hall because there was a lot of confusion as to what was whose in there. So I just pulled all of my stuff out, put it over here, and anything that's left in the town hall is pretty much up for grabs. But so we have a lot of stuff here, but the big thing is, if I can find it here, that's the logs right here. We're going to need a lot more of these andesite rocks because I do want to have some of the polished rocks there. And look at all those crystallized. Yeah, that's amazing. But yes, I do need to gather up a whole bunch more of that stuff. And oh wow, that was an interesting lag spike. I have not seen anything like that before. But yeah, so I am going to start laying this out, try to get an idea of what I want to do with it. Might have to cut a few of these trees back. We'll just have to see how big I intend to make this. So yes, blocks on the bar, let's get to building. So I have spent a little time in creative. I was having a little trouble figuring out what I was going to make this look like. And I hate to say this, we're not really going to be able to start building this right away. We need some plaster. And we also need some mortar. Because I want bricks and I want mortar or plaster. So, yeah, I gotta get a quern. So we're actually going to take that andesite stone, wherever in the heck it was, right here. So I don't remember how many we need for this. And then we also need some sticks, I think. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We need to make a quern. So to make the andesite quern, we need 4 rocks and 2 sticks. All right, that's about what I thought it was. So let's go ahead and get that. And this is going to allow us to start grinding up the lime or the chalk that we have gotten. So let's go ahead and grab a full stack of chalk and let's go ahead and drop this in here and the grind. We don't have any automation yet. We will be getting some windmills eventually, but in the meantime, the grind. So yes, I need to grind this up. The stuff that we get out of this, so this lime, now we need to cook this at 825 degrees, which means peat bricks, coal, or charcoal, and that bakes into quicklime. We combine the quicklime with some water in a barrel, and it will make slaked lime. And we put some sand into that, and we get mortar. So that is what we're going to need to make our bricks. But to make the bricks, we need to get these guys. And to do that, we need a chisel and a hammer. And do we have to have bronze? Yeah. No? Please tell me we can do that with copper. Okay, so let's take a look at andesite. Yep, it was just there. And by the way, we have bauxite bricks now. So, andesite, please. Peridot, phyllite, slate, bauxite, andesite. Alright. So these here, okay, good. We can use a copper chisel on the andesite, but we need to use the chisel on slabs, polished slabs to make the bricks. And to make the polished slabs, we need to use the chisel on a polished rock. And to get the polished rock, we need to use the chisel on these raw rocks. So it's a long process to get these guys. So I have a lot of work to do. I also have a lot more resources to collect because we need quite a few bricks. So yes, I will get to the grind. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I have been doing a lot of work on resource collecting, and I figured I'd better bring you guys back in and show you what I got going on. But before I did, I wanted to show you this little thing that I learned from Copy Girl. So if you throw a torch on the ground, it still emits light, but oddly enough, it emits more light than a torch that is laying or sitting on the ground, or on a wall for that matter. And then when you're all said and done, you can just go by and pick them back up. Very nice, if you ask me. But we do have quite a bit of things in our inventory. So we have a whole bunch of lime. We have some quick lime. We have a lot of andesite rocks and a lot of shale sand. And we also have a copper chisel that is still cooling down because I just finished making it a little bit ago. But we do need something that is outside, and unfortunately, it is the middle of the night. So let's go ahead and see how close to the morning this will get us. Now I'm kind of curious to see what will happen with these torches that have been laying on the ground. Are they going to despawn, or are they still going to be there? What is the story on these torches laying on the ground? So they're still laying on the ground. That looked amazing. So it looks like morning is approaching, which is good. That's a start. So it looks like there's one more back here. There we go. Alright, so we need to head outside. Now obviously I did bring my quern inside because, yeah, working at night is a bit of a problem. But out here we have what we need, which is a barrel containing water. Now, to make the things that we need, well, I guess we also need a hammer. But we need to make some plaster, and we need to make some mortar. So I think we're going to make the mortar first. And to make mortar, let's see here, I gotta remember how to do this now. So the mortar, I believe, just takes lime and sand. Let's take a look here. Bakes into quicklime, ingredient for lime water. No? What was, okay, quicklime, ingredient for plaster. How do I make mortar of that again? Quicklime and sand. I know that you have to do something with, well, anyway, look at it. We can go like this, and that is painful, being a 1-to-1 ratio. But we have our plaster there. Okay, so mortar. How do we do mortar? I don't remember. Okay, so mortar, slaked lime, and sand. And the slaked lime is 4 quicklime. So we need to turn all of this lime into quicklime. Well, that kind of stinks, and I do not want that. So let's go ahead and pull our food out of here. We will throw a stack of lime in here. Go grab a bunch of peat. And drop this in there, and that will at least get it going. But we don't have enough quicklime to make our mortar at the moment, but we can do the other stuff in the meantime. So a lot of this plaster is going to be turned into the diagonal planks. Now, our diagonal logs plaster. Let's take a look at this. So that, yeah, okay, that's pretty darn easy. So we're going to go with that. And stupid help book. So that's going to make a bunch of these diagonal plaster blocks. Now we're also going to be needing some of the other ones. So if we look at these guys here, are the other ones that we're going to be needing. They need even more planks. So we will be making some of those. Now the next thing that we need to do is turn some of these rocks into bricks. So we're going to start out by doing this. That's going to make a stack of polished andesite rock. Then we're going to do that again, and it's going to make 2 stacks of polished andesite slabs. We'll do this again, and it is going to make a ton of bricks. So, yes, very nice. We lost our hammer. Okay, and we still don't have enough inventory space. This stuff is finally getting close to temperature. And I think what we're going to do here is take this board, place it down on the ground, and I think we actually have everything picked up now. So we're just waiting for a little bit more quicklime. I think I'm going to go ahead and make a whole bunch more of the quicklime, and I'll see you guys after a little bit. Awful lot of fires in here cooking lime, but we finally have enough to be able to make at least one batch of the mortar. So we're going to get down to 40 quicklime and put that in here. Now that's going to make an awful lot of slaked lime in here. So we have 40 liters of slaked lime now. Now that is going to take way more sand than I really want to deal with. So what we're going to do is make another barrel that we can make our mortar out of. So for that we need 3 boards and 4 sticks. So we go like this, that's going to make us a barrel, and we're going to go ahead and come back out here. And I decided I'd better move the barrels because, well, with it being right there, rabbits could have gotten into the garden. But now we'll go ahead and put 1 bucket of slaked lime in here. And then we're going to go ahead and take our sand. And let's see here. Now, what is the recipe here then? So for mortar, we need 1 liter for 1 sand. And actually then, if I think about it, we have enough. So we have 40 liters in here. So let's go ahead and get 40 sand, put this in here, and 320 mortar. Now, mortar typically only stacks to 64, so having this huge stack of mortar is kind of nice. But now we are ready to go ahead and make some bricks, which I have been waiting to be able to make these for some time. So each mortar is going to make 2 bricks. So there we go, 2 stacks of bricks. That is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and put this mortar somewhere here. I'm not sure where. Maybe right here with the rest of this stuff. And by the way, lots of rock because of how I was digging for the andesite. And yeah, we still got a little bit of stuff going on in there. And this is actually being quarried out over here. So I did some shavs here to try to see if there was anything useful The bottom of this one is quartz, and at the bottom of that one is nickel, I think. But if we go ahead and kind of peek around here, we can see been doing a lot of digging there. And yeah, you guys shouldn't be able to get up here. Just go away. So they can even climb up the spaced ladders. Oh jeez, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Well, alright, I guess that's a thing. But I did also find this out. So when a bowl with a meal is on the ground, if you have an empty hand, you can shift, right click on that, and you will eat out of the dish. I think that is pretty cool. So let's see here. We have 4 left to go in there, 4 left in there, 2 left in there, and 4 left in that one. So yes, we are going to have a bit more of the whatever quick climb, but yes, we are out of time. Didn't get started on building, but we have our materials, so that is really nice. We have some plain plaster, we have some of each of the other types of plaster, and we have our andesite stone bricks, which is something that is pretty important for this build. But yep, like I said, that's it. So I am going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, or anything that you would like to see in the future, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Be sure to check out everybody else on the server. Links are down in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye!